Well, last week we were at Three Halves Brewing in Liberty as part of our Let's Talk series, and we heard plenty of story ideas from residents of the town. And this morning, anchor Lindsay is at Liberty Fest to share some of those stories. Lindsay, good morning.
Absolutely, Ray. Good morning. I ran into a lot of folks I knew, a lot of folks I didn't know. It was so great to see everybody and hear those stories. And I got to tell you, I ran into somebody I'd interviewed several years ago for a different story, Shelton Ponder. And I said, Shelton, what do I need to know about? And he said, you got to come by Garrison School. So that's why we did. And a lot of people in town will recognize this building. It's just outside of downtown Liberty. But do you know the history that goes back well over a century? So now you'll find a plaque on the grounds there of the Garrison School Cultural Center that says Garrison School was established in 1877 as one of 7 schools serving African American youth in Clay County. The building that you see there, that dates back to 1911. I talked to Shelton, who was not only a student there in the 50s when public schools were still segregated. He told me his grandmother graduated from the school in 1911. He's on the board of Clay County African American Legacy, which has its offices in the building now, where you'll also find multiple local historical exhibits and art and more.
Garrison School is an institution that has existed as a entity for education. To this day, as we stand here now, it's still a place of education. We can talk about it, we can film it, we can write about it, but it still does one thing. It's a source of education, for enlightening. In a few words, Garrison School is essential for future generations.
So if you would like to go to Garrison School Cultural Center and learn more about it, which I highly recommend if in Liberty and beyond, honestly. They do have openings every first Saturday from 10 to 1 where you can go and look at all of that they have to offer, including this Saturday. Shelton Ponder will be there, he said, and they're hoping in the fall to open for extended hours. They're hoping they're going to be open 3 days a week. We'll keep you posted on that. They also have this great guided tour where you can just pick up the sheet of paper and show yourself around. And also, Shelton Ponder often comes up to the school to give tours for anybody who reaches out. He says he does it all the time, and he'd be happy to give you a tour if you'd like to go, so reach out for that. But Ray, let's send it back to you. But you and I were talking about the Garrison School and Shelton Ponder yesterday, and how incredible it was to hear this such important history from someone who experienced it firsthand. He's 82 years old, and he could tell me about sitting in that classroom there.
I was going to say, Lindsay, you could probably sit and talk to Mr. Ponder for hours just with the amount of history about the Garrison School. Lindsay, very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing.